Hello family and friends. Yesterday we did a plant haul and got some beautiful flowers and plants.
Even the geese approve.
Hello family and friends. We did a plant haul yesterday and I'm really excited about what we got. We got some color for the beds. We're going to be tucking flowers in, and now it's getting to the point to where it's just mainly just maintenance in the beds and tucking in a few flowers here and there to fill them in and add color. We have these rosemary. For us in zone 7, the rosemary is evergreen, and we had a couple on our porch that did really well, and they made it all the way through the winter. And what we did was we moved them into the backyard so that they could get full sun. And because when the spring season came in, the leaves started growing on the trees and they weren't getting as much sun as they needed, so we moved them around to the backyard. And the bed that they're in, they did really well. So I mean, they're fragrant, and I mean they're a perennial. These require 6 or more hours of sunlight. You know, you can let them dry out between waterings, and they bloom early to mid-summer, and they're hardy to zone 8. They can handle 10 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why they did so well with us. We usually get down to like freezing, but not for extended long periods of time. When it's really cold, we'll cover them up with bags or either cloth. Rosemary is an excellent addition to the garden, and I'm really going to enjoy having these. I usually put them on the perimeter of the bed, or like at the entrances of beds, or as a standalone plant. Beautiful, beautiful. We have the garden phlox. Now these are a vertical plant with nice green leaves, and they have cluster blooms on the top. Can you see those blooms? Just want to make sure the camera is focusing. And these should flush out with blooms twice this season. And we're going to be putting these in different spots in the bed to add height in different areas. And I'm going to really enjoy using these. Beautiful, beautiful. Janice picked out the colors. And the place that we went, we really didn't have too much of a selection, but we didn't go to our major nursery. We just went to a hardware store. And these are going to be great. These are going to be great. These are the garden phlox. We have creeping phlox at one of our properties, and that's a perennial also. They bloom in the early spring, but the garden phlox, these will bloom all the way until the first frost, and then we cut them back, and they come back the following year. And we've been working on having more perennials in our beds for less planting, and also we space them out. You know, use them as anchor plants, and that's just one less thing that we have to worry about planting. And you can also change the color scheme, because this color goes well with different colors. Or if you want to have just 2 colors in your bed, or go all out, these are a fine addition. for good color and texture. They have these small clustered flowers on top of this upright stem with these lush green leaves. We're going to be planting these, and these also, I mean, the soil can actually dry out between watering on these also. But when you first plant them, you can see that there's other flowers about to open up on these. Sometimes it takes the camera a while to focus. You can see the small flowers about to open. And the top of this spike is going to be just loaded with flowers. And these are beautiful. I mean, there's a soft pink, and it just adds elegance to the bed. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention that the rosemary is also an anchor plant that you can use to give you texture all year round. You know that they just keep doing their thing in zone 7, and we space them out in the beds, and they do an excellent job. Excellent job. We have some zinnias here. The zinnia has a nice disc flower with double blooms in there, and this is a drought tolerant flower, and has the nice lush green leaves. Has a dome type flower here tucked away behind these leaves here. It blooms when it's in full bloom. It blooms into like a dome shape. Has that yellow, that eye-catching yellow that just draws you in from a distance, and they really add pop to your garden. See, these also have some more flowers about to open up. There's the bud right here. That's what the buds look like. Now these you'll have to deadhead back to their growth point. Like on this one, when this flower is spent, you just cut that one off all the way back to the stem, and then this one will open up. I mean, these things will continue to bloom until you get a heavy frost. I'm going to enjoy tucking these in different places in the bed. And if you want to add a pop of color, this is definitely the way to go, and they can handle the heat. Dipladenias here. Dipladenias, these are a viney type of plant, and they're very similar to the Mandeville. The Mandeville climbs the trellis, and the Mandeville climbs the trellis, and it will climb for sunlight. And the Dipladenia, they grow downward, and they have a trailing habit. And sometimes I have a hard time with the difference of the two. And I do think that the Mandeville has more of a woody stalk, and the Dipladenia is more of a viney type of plant. Has these trumpet petals with that soft pink. And here's some more about to open. These will do well until you get a first frost, until you get a heavy frost, and these are going to do great. Going to do great. We've had, I think I've been growing these for like, not this particular plant, but we've been growing Mandeville and Dipladenia for like 2 years, and have had success every time with them. The first time we tried to grow them, we just didn't do so well. We had it sitting on concrete, and it just overheated the roots got too hot and burnt it up. But this one is going to do fine. You can see on the end of these vines here, you have a little tiny flower about to open. And then it develops into a bud like this. Then they open up. Yeah, the Diplodenia is going to be a nice addition to our pot. We're going to put these in pots. They do good in pots with drainable soil, and they'll be a nice addition to our collection of flowers. We have the Calibrachoas here. These have a nice pink perimeter on the petals and a star-shaped pattern with a yellow center. And on the inside of the flower has that deep plum color. Hope I have this turned around to a good example. And they have that soft velvety petals, the plum on the inside with that yellow center and that star pattern. It's a beautiful flower. The Calibrachoas are self-cleaning. From time to time, you may have to clip off the bottom, clip off the flowers along the bottom, and they just fill out. And it's a trailing, mounding, trailing flower. And this is definitely going to be a beautiful, beautiful addition to our collection of flowers. It's an annual in Zone 7. Loads of colorful flowers. And this one here requires six hours of daily sun. Keep the soil evenly moist, and they'll bloom spring through summer. Yep, these can be planted in containers or in the ground. Well, just like all plants anyway. But we prepared. Well, this one, you just keep it moist until the plants are established, and then just keep it medium watering. And we also have the Super Bells from Proven Winners. This is also a Calibrachoa. It has a double petal, and this one is called the Double Ruby, Double Calibrachoa from Super Bells. I mean, from Proven Winners. And these will bloom until we get a hard frost. The height is from 6 to 12 inches, and spacing, the maximum spacing for these is like 12 inches. And if you want them to grow, and the minimum spacing is 8 inches. And with the 8 inches is when they begin to touch and overlap. If you space them at 8 inches, these is a nice trailing plant. You don't have to deadhead them, and they are great for fall interest. They need good drainage. Love this color. There's a rosy color to it, with nice textured leaves, and this is self-cleaning. It's a beautiful flower, and I'm glad to have this as part of our plant haul. We'll be tucking this in. We'll be putting this one in a pot with some good drainable soil. I'm not sure what else I'm going to put in with it. You'll see that in another video. But I just wanted to go through and let you see our plants that we chose on our plant haul. And we are excited about them. We just have to do a little prep to get them ready to go. We're going to put in some good soil, some Miracle-Gro garden soil. And we'll be putting these in different parts of the garden and in different pots on the bed. I just wanted to look at these plants that we're very happy with. And thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button and to see our videos, and the notification bell so that you know when they're posted. Enjoy your day.